What's going on, guys? Mo with Live Life Trading here with the final episode of the fastest way to learn how to trade stocks for 2018. Now, there will be more episodes coming, but since next week's episode won't be released until Wednesday, January 2nd, I wish you guys all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If you guys have been watching since episode 1, we've already covered over an hour's worth of content. Also, if you haven't already joined the Discord group and you would like to be a part of a community of over 2,000 members, all looking to achieve financial freedom in the stock market, and you would like to work with me on a closer basis every single day, check out that first link in the description. It's the link to our trading academy, the Discord group. Make sure you join that if you want to have success in the stock market. Also, make sure you subscribe and like this video. And thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Let's get started on the final episode for 2018, and we will see you all in the new year. So, pattern day trade rule, or PDT rule for short, basically means if you have an account size of less than $25,000, you cannot day trade more than 3 times per week. If you're in Canada, you just caught a lucky break, because in Canada, we do not have the PDT rule. You can trade as much as you want with however much you want. Nobody cares. But if you live in the States, unfortunately, you need $25,000 in order to day trade. Don't let that stop you, though, because if you still want to day trade, you can. You can only just do it 3 times every week. So in that case, you have to be more selective over what you trade, okay? And by definition, a day trade is buying and selling on the same day. If you buy a stock right here and you sell it the next day right here, that's not considered a day trade. But if you buy a stock here and you sell it right here, that's a day trade. You buy a stock right here and you sell it down here, still a day trade, right? So you got to be careful with that if you're in the States. Now, there's a couple ways around that. You can do a cash account. A cash account basically means you don't have any leverage, okay? It's your own money. It's basically like a debit card, for example. However much money you have in that debit card is however much you can spend, okay? That's a cash account. The thing with a cash account, there is no PDT rule. But the problem is, if you bought right here and you sold right here and you made a profit, it would take 3 days, depending on your broker. It might be a little bit sooner, but generally it would take around 3 days for you to get your funds settled. Okay, the bank has to, or the brokerage has to verify that the funds have actually settled into your account and blah, blah, blah. You have to wait another 3 days before you can trade with that money again, okay? Margin account is basically when you trade on leverage, okay? You don't have to trade on leverage, but if you take a trade here and you sell right here and you made $500 profit, you can reinvest that $500 right away. Because you're on margin, you have the brokerage. The brokerage gives you leverage, okay? And because you're able to trade more often, you can obviously day trade more, right? But again, you have to worry about the PDT rule when it comes to margin accounts if you're in the States. Again, if you're in Canada, none of this really matters to you. So, yeah. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Consolidation. What is consolidation? So there are 3 stages to every reversal, okay? There's the rejection, and I'm just going to use this chart right here because it works. This red, 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 red sell-off is your rejection, right? So you see how it was uptrending, it was uptrending, it was uptrending, and then it hit a peak, and then boom, rejected, and then boom, rejected, hits the bottom, okay? Consolidation. What is consolidation? Consolidation is your sideways pattern. You see, if I drew a sideways line, just like that, the stock doesn't really move too much over and above this line, okay? That's consolidation. Basically, and I have this in the cheat sheet too, it's when the market goes back and forth, but it stays around the same price, okay? So that's consolidation. And the third step to a reversal is, of course, the reversal, the confirmation that it reversed, right? So do you see? Got rejected, trading sideways, trading sideways, trading sideways, got rejected again, went lower, traded sideways, traded sideways, traded sideways, and then boom, crossed above the blue EMA line. Boom, crossed above the green SMA line too. There's your reversal. There's your 1.23%. That is a reversal. Okay. What else do we got? So, oh yeah, the other way around the PDT rule, because the PDT rule is something that trips up a lot of new traders at the beginning, and it sucks. It's a struggle for sure to try to get your account over the 25,000 mark so you can day trade. But remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Okay? You want to be able to do this when I'm not here. You want to be able to do this when you're 90 years old and you can't work. Right? You want to be able to know how to do this. And you want your money to continually grow from whatever age you start at to whatever age you finish, for example. You want your money to continuously grow, okay? It doesn't matter by how much your money grows by, okay? All that matters is the percentage of return. We focus on percentage growth. We don't focus on the dollar value, because if you grow 3% on $3,000, it's 90 bucks, which is not really that much, right? But the point is you grew your account 3%, which means you're 95% better than all of the traders in the market. You're doing something right. And if you consistently are able to hit 3% day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out, then it doesn't matter how much you start with. As long as you can make 3% every single day, it doesn't matter how much you have to trade with. Again, like I said, 3% of 3,000 is 90 bucks, but 3% of 300,000 is $9,000, right? And nothing changes. When it comes to trading, nothing changes. Whether you have 100K or you have 1K to invest with, nothing changes. The only difference is the amount of money that you're able to take home after a trade, okay? Instead of making $90, you're making $9,000 on the same exact trade, right? The more money you have, the more money you will make. Again, for those of you that have been tuning in since episode 1, I thank you with all of my heart. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful journey. I hope you guys success. Remember to work hard, follow your dreams, and let's start off 2019 with a bang.